Hi guys, it's Nancy here and I am back with my first video for my Hey Little Magpie blog post this month. You saw in my previous video how I made some tag embellishments which I was going to use on my pages, and the pages that I put together with them were super quick and simple. This page took me about 20 minutes, which I find really good. Sometimes I just want to get a story down or a photo documented. In this case it's an album that I'm finishing up, so I don't want, most of the album is done, but there's a few little bits of the story that I need to tell. So what I'm going to do is just make some really super quick layouts, and having those pre-made tags really helps. Also, I'm going to be doing a couple of 8.5 by 11 layouts because I don't know, I'm learning to love that size a little bit more. So I've just taken this piece of teal cardstock. Again, I focus mainly on using the teal parts of the Chanel collection. And I've taken this beautiful glittered film strip paper. I absolutely love it. She had a film strip paper in her last collection, and I've used some of that on the tag, and then I've used this silver cut apart, and I absolutely love it. This photo is of is at the Universal Studios, and not Universal, Warner Brothers Studios, and this is where they filmed like the famous is it Tobey Maguire? I think, yeah, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man kiss in the rain, where he comes down and kisses her upside down. So it's like the famous place where they kind of do that kiss. So it was quite cool to see that when we were on the tour. And when they pointed out that's where it was, you could you could really go, oh yeah, it is, it's in the film. And I've watched the film since, and going, oh, it was just like a little side street bit, like in one of their made up sort of streets. So I wanted to just document that because I've got lots of other photos of this tour, but I like to kind of point out where there is something that I recognise from a film or something like that as well. So I have just put my main embellishment down, but of course I am going to just pull out a couple of other little pieces from the embellishment pack to just make it pop a little bit, because again, most of the embellishment was already on that tag. So I've put the tag down, I've put the film strip piece, and then a larger tag. I'm going to add a flare as well, just to give it a little bit of dimension, but I didn't want to put too much of the kind of, more embellishment on him, because again, it being a 8.5 by 11 and me using a 4 by 6 photo, there's not as much space. Again, I've got one of the cameras, which again I cut from the Chanel collection, and that's great because I've got loads of them off that sheet, so I'm going to have loads of embellishments that I can use. And as you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, all of my travel pages either have a camera or a globe on somewhere. I decided I didn't want to double mount this, because I've never sort of double mounted an 8.5 by 11 page before, so I just took my white chalk pen and just drew a white sort of messy line around it, and that I think is going to just help encase everything that's on this layout. So now it's time just to put it all together. Now I roughly know where everything's going to go. So as I said, this beautiful silver film strip, and again I've got a little silver heart that I cut out of a banner piece as well. Again, so that's just going to help everything go together, and I'm just going to play about making sure I get those lined up as well as I can. And again, I'm just adding that other tag, and that was from the die cut pack from Chanel, the Chanel True Stories collection. And then just have a couple of other bits that I'm going to add to it, and I am going to, put a large title on there as well. Just stamping the date on there, because I'm going to do my little bit of journaling on that tag. As I said, there's not very loads of journaling for this page, but I wanted to kind of say, like, yeah, this was the bit out of the Spider-Man film. So that's kind of have enough space on that tag there. So I'm just overlapping the embellishments with the photo, because that is a good thing about, using these tags and stuff. You can tuck them over, put them over the top. I don't use a lot of glue on there, so I can maybe lift some bits up and put that over. But as I said, it's actually a really quick, simple layout. So now I'm going to be looking at adding my title, and I'm just trying to use up all my different alphas and thickers and things that I've got here. So I've got lots of kind of half-started ones, and ones that I've kind of had for a while. And I did try and pull out more of the teals and the whites and things, because as I said, when I made my tags, I was kind of concentrating on that colour palette as well. I also found these cut and paste stickers as well. And again, these little tiny, tiny word stickers are just great for just adding just a tiny little bit of interest to your clusters as well. So really happy with how they look. It's just adding a little bit of ink to the edge just to help everything tie in. And again, I'm not afraid to kind of pull things up and move things about if I need to. So really happy with how that cluster looks, and now I'm going to build my title down from that. And I love these, those October afternoon stickers. They're not as easy to get hold of now, but I have quite a few in my stash, and I need to use them up rather than just keep hold of them. So again, these are just some foam thickers, and I think if I'm trying to kind of make kind of titles out of odds and that, I think it's quite good to use like maybe 2 or 3 different alphas, so then it looks intentional that that's the case. Also on this one, I'd actually run out of an E, so I'm using an F and a J to make my E. My title is Fancy a Spidey Kiss, as if in Spider-Man. So I'm just going to use that J there, just cut that down to create the bottom tail on my E. And actually that, you can't, unless you know it, you can't really notice, and I'm all for butchering and putting, alphas together, because you never get enough E's. I never have enough E's, I always run out of N's and stuff, so, yeah, I'm on a mission to use up all my odds and sods. So you are seeing me sort of fuss about here a little bit in trying to get those down and get them as straight as I can, but I do find with the foam ones, you've got a little bit of more play and movement with them before you actually set them down. That bit that I'd cut up, I did just put a little bit of glue on there just to make sure it stuck down. And then I'm going to use this large Fancy Pants alpha, and this is actually a flat alpha. So I have the 3D, the foam thicker, and then the other 2 are flat letter stickers. And I kind of quite like that mix. And I'm just building that title along the bottom of that cluster, and that's just going to kind of just encase that photo, and I think that works really well for an 8.5 by 11 size. I'm going to be sharing another 8.5 11 with you, which will be the reverse side of this layout in the page protector. So thank you very much guys for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!